A new zero-day vulnerability has emerged, sending shockwaves through the digital world. This vulnerability is a previously unknown flaw in the Windows operating system that hackers are now exploiting. Zero-day vulnerabilities are particularly dangerous because they are discovered by malicious actors before the software developers have a chance to create a fix. This means that users are left exposed to potential attacks without any immediate solution. This critical flaw in the Windows operating system is a serious threat to users worldwide. The vulnerability allows hackers to gain unauthorized access to systems, potentially leading to data theft, loss of sensitive information, and even complete system control. The implications of such a breach are vast, affecting both individual users and large organizations. Hackers are actively exploiting this vulnerability, making immediate action crucial. Cyber criminals are using sophisticated techniques to infiltrate systems, often leaving little to no trace of their activities. This makes it even more challenging for security teams to detect and respond to these threats in a timely manner. Users are strongly urged to take steps to protect their systems. This includes installing reputable antivirus software, enabling firewalls, and keeping all software up to date. Additionally, users should be cautious about the websites they visit and the emails they open, as these can be common vectors for attacks. This vulnerability is particularly dangerous because it is being exploited before a patch is available. Without an official fix from Microsoft, users must rely on third-party security measures and best practices to mitigate the risk. This means users have no official way to fix the flaw, leaving their systems vulnerable to attack. The frustration and anxiety this causes are understandable, as the threat of a cyber attack looms large over every unpatched system. This vulnerability underscores the importance of proactive cybersecurity measures in our increasingly interconnected world. Regularly updating systems, educating users about potential threats, and investing in robust security solutions are essential steps in safeguarding our digital lives. As we continue to rely more on technology, staying vigilant and prepared is more critical than ever. Zero-day vulnerabilities are among the most serious security threats. These are software flaws that are unknown to the vendor, and they can be exploited by hackers before the developers have a chance to fix them. The term zero-day highlights the urgency and the lack of time available to address the vulnerability before it's exploited. They are software flaws unknown to the vendor, which means that the developers have 0 days to fix them before they are exploited by malicious actors. This creates a race against time, where every second counts, giving developers 0 days to fix them before they're exploited. The clock is always ticking and the pressure is immense. Developers must work around the clock to identify and patch these vulnerabilities as quickly as possible. Hackers often discover these flaws and exploit them to gain unauthorized access to systems. They use sophisticated tools and techniques to find these vulnerabilities and take advantage of them before they are patched. These attacks can be devastating, leading to data breaches, financial losses, and system outages. The impact can be far-reaching, affecting not just the targeted organization but also its customers and partners. The term zero-day highlights the urgency of the situation. It emphasizes the lack of time available to address the vulnerability before it's exploited. The moment a zero-day vulnerability is discovered, the race against time begins. It emphasizes the lack of time available to address the vulnerability before it's exploited. IT professionals often find themselves under immense stress, working tirelessly to protect their systems from these threats. Once a zero-day vulnerability is discovered and patched, it's crucial for users to update their systems immediately. Regular updates and patches are essential to maintaining the security of any system. This helps to mitigate the risk of falling victim to attacks. Staying vigilant and proactive is key to defending against zero-day vulnerabilities and ensuring the safety and security of digital assets. This new Windows vulnerability affects a core component of the operating system, which is integral to its overall functionality and security. This component is responsible for handling specific file types used by the system, such as executable files, system libraries, and other critical formats that the operating system relies on for smooth operation. The flaw allows hackers to bypass security measures and execute malicious code. This means that they can run unauthorized programs, steal sensitive information, or even install malware without the user's knowledge. This can give them full control over the victim's computer, enabling them to manipulate files, monitor user activity, and potentially spread the infection to other systems on the same network. By crafting malicious files disguised as legitimate ones, hackers can trick users into opening them. These files often appear as harmless documents, images, or software updates, making it difficult for users to detect the threat. Once opened, these files exploit the vulnerability, giving hackers a foothold in the system. From there, they can escalate their privileges and gain deeper access to the system's resources. This vulnerability is particularly dangerous because it can be exploited remotely, without any physical access to the victim's computer. Hackers can launch attacks from anywhere in the world, making it a global threat that requires immediate attention and action. Hackers are exploiting this vulnerability through various methods. One common method is phishing emails containing infected attachments. These emails often appear legitimate, tricking users into opening the malicious files. Another method involves malicious websites that exploit the vulnerability when visited. These websites often host exploit kits, which are automated tools designed to identify and exploit vulnerabilities in a user's system. Once the vulnerability is exploited, hackers can install malware, steal sensitive information, or take complete control of the affected computer. Section 5. Who's in the crosshairs? This zero-day vulnerability affects all users of the Windows operating system. This includes individuals, businesses, and government agencies. The widespread use of Windows makes this vulnerability a significant threat, as millions of computers are potentially at risk. Hackers often target organizations that handle sensitive data, such as financial institutions, healthcare providers, and government agencies. However, individuals are also at risk, as their personal information such as passwords and financial details is valuable to cybercriminals. Section 6. The waiting game. Why no patch yet? Microsoft is aware of this vulnerability and is actively working on a patch. However, developing and testing a patch takes time. Rushing the process can lead to ineffective patches or even introduce new vulnerabilities. The complexity of the Windows operating system adds to the challenge. Microsoft needs to ensure that the patch effectively addresses the vulnerability without causing issues with other system components. This requires rigorous testing to ensure compatibility and stability. Section 7. Shield Up, protecting your digital fortress. While waiting for a patch, users should take steps to protect themselves. Be cautious when opening emails from unknown senders. Avoid clicking on suspicious links or downloading attachments from untrusted sources. Keep your operating system and all software up to date. Use strong, unique passwords for all your accounts. Enable two-factor authentication whenever possible. Consider using a reputable antivirus software and keep it updated. Regularly back up your important data to a secure location. Section 8. Microsoft's response. A race against time. Microsoft is treating this vulnerability seriously and is working diligently to release a patch. They have acknowledged the issue publicly and are providing updates on their progress. They are also offering guidance to users on how to mitigate the risks while they work on a fix. Microsoft's security teams are working around the clock to analyze the vulnerability, develop a patch, and test it thoroughly. They are also collaborating with cybersecurity researchers to gather more information and expedite the process. Section 9. Cybersecurity heroes on the front lines. Cybersecurity researchers play a crucial role in identifying and mitigating vulnerabilities. They are often the first line of defense against cyber attacks. Their research helps to understand new threats, develop detection mechanisms, and create solutions. In this case, cybersecurity researchers discovered the vulnerability and reported it to Microsoft. This responsible disclosure allowed Microsoft to start working on a fix before the vulnerability was widely exploited. Section 10. Stay alert, stay safe. Next steps. Users should stay informed about the latest developments regarding this vulnerability. Check Microsoft's security advisories for updates on the patch release. Once available, install it immediately. Continue to follow the security measures outlined earlier. Report any suspicious activity to Microsoft and your security software provider. Remember, staying vigilant is essential in the ongoing battle for cybersecurity. Section 11. Vigilance is key in the digital age. This zero-day vulnerability is a stark reminder of the ever-present threats in the digital world. It underscores the importance of proactive cybersecurity measures and staying informed about potential risks. By understanding these threats and taking appropriate precautions, users can protect themselves and their valuable data. Remember, vigilance is not a one-time action. It's an ongoing process crucial for navigating the digital landscape safely. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech tips and insights. And let me know in the comments below.